Hey guys, I am back after a little bit of a Bachelorette hiatus because it wasn't on last week, or like a real episode wasn't on last week, but I'm still going to talk about it because finally it showed Tassos' elimination, which I wanted to see because, I had to know how he went, and he completely broke my heart. Him crying like that, oh my god, I was like ruined. And I think it says a lot that Andy walked him out and had so many good things to say about him, like, and I quote, "Somebody will be very lucky to have Tassos." So, just saying, you heard it here first. Speaking of Tassos, he followed me on Twitter the other day, and that is just, I was screaming, there was like almost tears, it was just a really big thing. So thank you so much, Tassos, I really appreciate it, and I was so excited. So we can start with this week's episode. So the first date was with Perfect Josh, and he pretty much spent the date being perfect, so charming and funny, and this and that, and all the other good things, but apparently not that perfect, or almost maybe too perfect, because Andy isn't really sure if the mental connection is there, and it's not just the physical connection, which I can kind of understand. He talked about how it was so hard to be so amazing because girls don't trust him. And you know what? I don't really feel all that bad. Let's be really honest. Like, that is not a problem that I'm going to really pity you for. But eventually he charmed her and me because I'm a really big fan, and he ended up receiving the rose. Moving on to the mime group date, which I think really showed a lot of good qualities in the guys, like the fact that they were very easygoing and funny, except for Nick. Or shall I call him from this point on, Debbie for Debbie Downer. Macklemore Cody gives his little soliloquy littered with like homies telling Nick off, and honestly, I just think it was about time. Like, I wanted to tell Nick off while watching that, so thankfully somebody did, for kind of being rude and not all that likable. And then understandably, Andy gets a little bit confused about him, and he wins back her heart by some creepy repetitive poetry. And then after that drama, there was some other drama with Markel and Andrew, where Markel pretty much confronted Andrew in the most sophisticated, refined way ever seen in an episode of The Bachelor. Naturally, he's all, I'm not racist, I didn't say that, blah, blah, blah. I'm not really sure if I believe him. The story seemed a little bit far-fetched, but hey, anything can happen. I mean, he's already been confronted once, so I'm not really sure what his personality is. But did you believe him? Let me know in the comments if you believed him, because I don't really know. I always say that as first dates, movies are not a good idea. And obviously, cooking is also not a good idea, because Brian was just losing his charm. I really like Brian. I'm a big fan. He's one of my favorites on the show. And I was just watching this like a train wreck. Like, no, you're not showing your best self, Brian. Get it together. I thought the cocktail party was super interesting because Andy decided to forego the entire thing. She talked to Chris Harrison and told him that she wanted 3 guys gone, and she wanted them gone immediately. That was pretty much her way of saying, no chance, you're never redeeming yourself, stop wasting my time, get the hell out. She ends up sending home Markel, Andrew, and Patrick, whose name I didn't even remember until one of my friends reminded me, so thanks, Ed, for that. And yeah, and that was the end of the episode. So I thought that was actually a really interesting episode because there was a lot of drama and a lot of whining, and it was awesome. So I will see you guys next week. But just between you and me, I really missed Tassos in this episode. I feel like it lacked a certain charm, but I guess I'm gonna have to learn how to deal with it.